Like, I'm a huge fan of Judge Simpson. I watch his YouTubes like nonstop. He's great. He is like the best banter. I have to say, I'm
Mr.
a huge
Ostermiller?
fan of Judge Simpson.
I'm
I
sorry.
watch his YouTubes all the time. He's fantastic. And I'll shut up now.
I'll tell you
I
what,
don't know who
Mr.
this woman
Ostermiller,
is,
you're
though.
hold it.
And she's
Mr.
speaking my
Ostermiller, you want to
character?
interrupt everybody else? You don't want to interrupt me.
And who is she to speak
3
to my
o'clock.
character?
Mute him.
Mr. Ostermiller?
Good afternoon, lads and lassies. Well, do we have an epic one for you today? Now, they say you should never meet your heroes because you might be disappointed. In this case, this guy is a massive fan of Judge Simpson, as he lets us know here in just a minute. Now, that's how it all starts, with him being all excited to see his favorite judge in the flesh. But this is how it ends.
And who is she to speak
3
to my
o'clock.
character?
Mute him.
Mr. Ostermiller?
Now, needless to say, he took a bit of umbrage with what the prosecutor had to say about him, and he reacted in a way unbecoming of somebody who may be a fan of Judge Simpson. Now, the judge is actually hauling him in right now, an hour from right this moment that I'm recording, and I'm going to be live covering it. And I'm really hoping it's going to be as epic as the Zoom hearing was. So I hope you'll all join me for that. I'm going to show you what happens just before court when he starts talking, and then I'm going to show you what happens after in court. And stay tuned to the end for a special clip that I wanted to give you guys as well to add on to the end of this one.
Chambers is here.
Are you Judge Simpson?
No.
Well, who is it then?
The judge is on the break. He'll be back in just a few minutes, okay?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm a huge fan of Judge Simpson. I watch his YouTubes like nonstop. He's great. He is like the best banter. But I think he also...
So that was just before court while we were waiting for what was about to happen. As you can see, that other lady was really enjoying it. And I'm certain that you will too. Anyway, here's the part where he actually appears in court.
Sylvana Reed, Assistant Public Defender, with and on behalf of Mr. Ostermiller. Could you state your name for the record, sir?
Jeffrey Ostermiller.
Thank
My
you.
middle name is Alan.
Your Honor, in this matter, we would like to set it for bench trial. We also have discussed the motion that was filed by the prosecution regarding the no contact order being reinstated. Mr. Ostermiller does understand and is willing to comply with that.
And Your Honor,
I'm sorry. He understands what?
There is a request for the no contact order to be reinstated, and he does plan on complying with that condition.
Well, I think there's a bigger request than that.
that's correct.
Can I
Go
also
ahead,
just
Miss-
say though, like,
Hold on,
let's
Mr.
put this on the
Ostermiller.
record.
Mr. Ostermiller, hold on.
I have to say, I'm
Mr.
a huge
Ostermiller?
fan of Judge Simpson.
I'm
I
sorry.
watch his YouTubes all the time. He's fantastic. And I'll shut up now.
Your Honor, I have serious concerns about this defendant following any orders, to be honest. Given his behavior, I would also ask that among the court revoking the defendant's bond, I would ask that he be tested for drugs and or alcohol. He was not supposed to be doing either as a condition of his bond. I asked for an immediate bench warrant, although it was the end of the day Friday. That's when I got the communication from the victim advocate earlier that day before Mr. Ostermiller, I'm speaking. Do not speak.
But no, like, who
Mr.
are you?
Ostermiller, please stop. Please stop.
So,
Okay.
so the
Can
victim
Just
asked.
say who she is.
Mr. Ostermiller.
Mr.
please stop.
Ostermiller. Mr. Ostermiller.
Boy, this does not go down
No.
this plan.
No. I'll tell you
I
what,
don't know who
Mr.
this woman
Ostermiller,
is,
you're
though.
hold it.
And she's speaking
Mr.
my
Ostermiller, you want to
character?
interrupt everybody else? You don't want to interrupt me.
Absolutely not, sir.
Tell you what,
I just
I don't.
oh,
I-
can,
Whoa, no. See,
I'll
all
let
right.
you speak.
Everybody's
course,
to be
like-
in my court, 3:00 in person on this matter. Mr. Ostermiller, I'm ordering you down here at 3:00. You don't appear at 3:00 in person, I'm issuing a bench warrant for your arrest with no bond. I'm done.
Who is this woman? And who is she to speak to my
3:00,
character?
mute him.
Mr. Ostermiller,
Court does call the case. People versus Spencer Chambers.
So there we have it, lads and lassies. It's about an hour to go, as I say. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully it's just as epic as this part was. I don't know where he lives or if he can indeed get down there within the hour or so. I really hope he does, because I think it's going to be pretty lit. And hopefully you'll join me for the live stream if this is up, of course, before the live stream. If it's not, you'll see it linked down below, and probably, hopefully, part 2 of this video. And with that, folks, thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy this bonus clip.
No, I mean, ma'am, what are you doing?
are you
This
asking
is
me?
ridiculous. No. This is now, let me say something to you. I don't know who met with Miss Williams-Ross in the breakout room, and I don't know what instructions were given in the breakout room. But ma'am, if you sleepy, don't log on to court. If you're gonna go to sleep while you waiting, don't log on to court. If we have to bring you out of the room and see your thigh, don't log on to court. I'm just telling you, this is unacceptable. You need to be sitting upright. Sitting upright in an upright. It's not a conversation. This is not a conversation we're having. This is not a conversation we're having. And I'm gonna send her back to the breakout room because it's not gonna work out well for Miss Williams-Ross this morning. I'm gonna send her back to the breakout room because she's confused and she's lacking understanding on the proper way to come to court on Zoom. So we're gonna send her back to the breakout. Stop doing that. Put your hands down. Put your hands down, ma'am. She's gonna go to breakout room number 5, and Miss Stevenson, you're gonna go in breakout room number 5 with Miss Williams-Ross.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Elisa Rahman, and I'm a second-year student in good standing at Detroit Mercy Law and request
We're gonna stop. Miss Stevenson, what's wrong with her presentation to the court?
She's sorry.
Somebody set her up for failure today.
Ms. Rockman is trying to make, she has a lot of moving parts, Your Honor. Ms. Rockman is actually a student in good standing at a law school accredited in the state of Michigan. And we would move that the court grant her permission to practice pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 8.120B, I think it is, under the supervision of myself and Mr. Murad.
That's a shame. That's a shame that I would stop her in the middle of her sentence because she was trying to say some other law school besides Wayne State. That's a shame that I would do that. Shame on me, but I'm gonna do it next time too. All right, permission.